Hi, today we're going to go over phone training. As a salesman today, whether you're a floor salesman, whether you work in an internet department, or if your store even has a phone room, it's crucial that you're a great salesman on the phone. So a lot of the times what we have today are phone scripts that a lot of salesmen follow, and what happens is they don't have a gap, and I'm going to talk today about the gap. The gap is where you build rapport. People 10 years ago would probably buy a car from you if the price was right, in spite of the relationship with you. In today's times, if they don't have a relationship with you, people will set an appointment with you just to get off the phone. So what I want to talk about is the gap, because everybody today has almost a similar script. It says something like, hey, my name is Andy, hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, I was calling about the 2013 Chevy Impala I saw on the internet. That's a great car. I've had a lot of calls on it since I've got it. What's your number in case I get disconnected? And we always get the same phone number, we all say the same things, and then we say, oh, looks like that vehicle's still available and I have a lot of others just like it. What time can you make it in? Well, all these customers are hearing the same script from all of us, and you may have something a little different, but that's about what they hear. So, like I said, 5-10 years ago, if customers weren't coming in, they wouldn't set an appointment with you. But in today's times, they'll set an appointment with you just to get off the phone. Yeah, we'll come in Saturday. Oh, okay. And then we do the 15s or 45s. Would 9:15 work better or 9:45 work better? Yeah, put us down for 9:45. Okay, great. And then what we do is we smoke the books. We put an appointment down that's never coming. That customer set 50 appointments with 50 different places. So something I want to talk about today is not a script. You need to create your own process to follow. If you're a salesman on the floor and you're outside, the first thing you do is a meet and greet, fact find, qualify, and then obviously you go through your process, and that's called the road to a sale. Well, you have to have a road to the sale on the phone. And I want you to create your own. I'm not going to give you one, but I am going to give you the guidelines that have to be followed, and we have to change when our customers are changing. So I'm going to talk about a couple things that I think will really help you. Number one is this. The phone is like a bank account. You got to deposit money before you can withdraw money. A lot of times what happens when a customer calls us, we try to withdraw as much information from them as possible, and guess what? We haven't deposited anything into them, and we wonder why at the end the customer doesn't show up and buy a car. So I want to tell you that, look, treat it like a bank account. You got to deposit money into it before you pull money out of it. So basically the little road to the sale that I've kind of set out here for the telephone is going to be number one, the open of the sale and the close of the sale. So if you have a pen on you, you have a piece of paper, I want you to kind of draw your own road to the sale. This is the open, this is the end. This is what I do now and what I'll do to become deadly at answering the phone. The start here is always going to be this. You must have a lot of energy and be pleasant with somebody on the phone. Look, customers can tell if you're smiling on the other end of the phone. It's the truth. They can tell if you're sitting down and not selling cars. They can tell if you're standing up and having a great day. The customers can tell everything, so you must remember this. Be energetic and be pleasant with them, okay? So we're going to start with the meet and greet. So mine will be, hey, I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name's Andy. How can I help you? Yeah, Andy, hey, I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name's Andy. How can I help you? Who am I speaking with? And they say, hey, my name is Tanya. Right here it says get the name. So what I'm going to do is that I want you to start getting in the habit of writing people's name down. We're so focused on going and trying to close a deal, a lot of times we don't care about the person's name or who they are, we just care about the deal. So what I want you to get in the habit of doing is write their name down. And then why I want you to write it down is because I want you to say it 5 or 10 times throughout the entire deal. Hey Tanya, nice to meet you. And then guess what? What are they calling about? So we got a meet and greet. Hope you're having a wonderful day. My name's Andy. How can I help you? What's your name? My name is Tanya. Write it down. Hey Tanya, what can I help you with today? Yeah, well, I was calling about a car I saw on Auto Trader, a 2013 Chevy Impala Black. Guess what we must do at that time? We must put a gap in the deal and say, hey, Tanya, do me a favor. I just restarted my computer. Give me about 30 seconds so I can get you all the information you need on that car. And what that allows you to do is, and why I say I just rebooted my computer, it's going to take me about 30 seconds so I can get you all the information you need, is it allows the customer to stay with you, and it serves a purpose of they understand why you're waiting for 30 seconds, you're giving them a gap. When you give that gap, what does it let you do? It lets you go down to here to find out where they're at in the buying funnel and to figure out some questions and build some rapport. Because if you don't build rapport, it's real simple. It's a business relationship or it's a friend relationship. A business relationship is going to go like, okay, so you still have it and what's your best price? A friend relationship is going to go like, you know what, I can really see myself buying a car from you. I believe that we'll get it worked out when we come in, and guess what? They'll just come to you. We know which one we want, but if we do just a straight business relationship and we don't build rapport, we know where it's going to go. So what I want you to do is this. When you make that gap, and like I said, give me 30 seconds, Mr. Customer, I just rebooted my computer, I'm going to get you all the information you need. Question number one that I wrote down, where are you calling from today? The reason why I like that question is because it gives them an opportunity to talk. I'm calling down here from Anita, Oklahoma. Hey, that's awesome. The Johnsons just bought 3 cars here last month from there. How long have you been down there? Watch, you start building rapport a little bit. Number 2, how familiar are you with Chevy Impalas? If they call about a Kia, a Ford, a Dodge, it doesn't matter what it is. They call on a Kia, so how familiar are you with Kia Souls? If that's what they called in on, ask them. Why do you want to ask that? Because what happens is there's a buying funnel. There's customers that just entered the top of it. It's wide open. They maybe saw somebody driving one and they thought it was cute and they're calling about that. That's something you need to know because there's lots of things they might like. Or when you ask that question, how familiar you are with the Kia Soul, right? How familiar you are with our product, whatever it is they're calling in on, pickup trucks, SUVs, cars. Well, I'm very familiar with it. We've looked at a couple this week so far. Well, guess what? This customer's farther along in the buying funnel. So guess what? You say, okay, great. Have you had a chance to drive one? Yeah, I have had a chance to drive one. It drove great. And if they've had a chance to drive one, you want to ask this question as you're building from Veneta. So what dealership did you go look at one down there? That's awesome. You know what? I hear that a lot of small towns, you know, they drive outside to the bigger cities to make better deals, or a lot of times in the bigger cities they drive to the small towns to get better deals. So what I want to ask is, when you did drive that car, right, did you get a chance to go inside and work numbers on it? Just ask them. And if you're building a relationship with them and you're building rapport, and like I said, you're depositing into them, you're withdrawing out of them, you've got an opportunity to see that this customer is either at the bottom of the buying funnel, they're ready to make a decision right now, they know what they want, or they're at the top, and then it's wide open. Well, after that little system goes and you build rapport, basically you're going to be able to answer their questions, go back into the yeah, you know what, it shows I still have that vehicle up, I just got my computer up. Here's what I want to do since you've had an opportunity to drive one, and obviously you said you got a chance to work numbers. Why didn't you buy it? Obviously I've got the perfect vehicle, but I want to ask you, well, they didn't give me enough for your trade. Well, I'm going to tell you this, we don't have that problem here. And then you solve the problem, you have an opportunity to set the appointment, the customer's on their way. I want to tell you this, when you're solving problems and answering questions, everybody believes in setting an appointment on the first time. I don't. Let me tell you why. I feel the customer out. Here's what I want to tell you. You got one shot, okay? And I'm not saying that we're not always, buy or die. We are buy or die. But this is the deal. When we're filling them out and they say, you know, Andy, here's what I want to do. Shoot me some more pictures on that, right? And then I'll get back with you soon. Guess what? Don't ask for the appointment there. It's not available. Here's what I want you to do. If I'm giving somebody the information, right, and I feel that they feel skeptical of setting an appointment with me right away, this is what I want to do. I want to have them build trust in me. You know, if people believe in you, right, and they like you, they're going to buy from you. So what I like to do is this. Maybe they don't believe in you fully yet. Maybe they kind of like you, but they need to like you more. Guess what? I'm going to say, look, here's what I want to do, Mr. Customer. Obviously, look, I'd love for you to buy this vehicle, but I want to go outside. I'm going to call you back here in just a second. I want to go touch this car, feel it, smell it, check it out because I'm your eyes before you get here. And I'm going to make sure that from 1 to 10, it's an 11, which is exactly what you're looking for. And then I'm going to call you back in 5 minutes, okay? I might even shoot you a couple other pictures. Now, by the way, when I'm out here, would you be interested in another color or something similar? Or is this the only vehicle you're calling on? I might probe for a little more information there, but guess what? If they're not ready to be taken to an appointment, don't take them to the appointment and get a fake one. Do this. Let them believe in you a little more. Let them have trust in you a little more. So basically what I want you to see is this is kind of how you can be different than your competitors, because when they're answering the phone, they're going straight for the appointments. What you got to realize is this, your closing ratio can be very high on the phone. In today's times, you've got to build a relationship. You've got to build a rapport. And you've got to have this sitting in front of you. So when they say, you know, hey, my name's Mike. Okay, so Mike, hey, Mike, I want to ask you this. You're constantly saying the customer's name over and over. And when somebody says your name over and over, you feel more connected to them. And when they feel more connected, most likely they'll see somebody that reminds them of somebody like their friend, and then they'll end up buying from you. So this is just a little bit of information as far as answering the phone. And like I said, take your script that you have now and make sure this is a gap in a time where you have an opportunity to build a relationship. I hope this helps you on the phone. Thank you.